Among the Lakota and Dakota, Sioux, the Thunderbird, Wakingyang or Wakinyan, is a sacred sky being. It is honored as a guardian of the people. Lakota sources describe the Wakinyan Tanka, Great Thunderbird, as a powerful protector that grants healing power. For example, one Lakota elder explains that the Thunderbird has long acted as a guardian to the Lakota nation and chosen to share their medicine with us by way of thunder dreamers, Heyoka. Thunderbirds bring the spring rains with their thunder and lightning, and are welcomed each year with ceremonies, offerings of the sacred pipe, to celebrate the thunder's return to awaken the green, lush wilderness with their spark of life. At the same time, Lakota tradition teaches that Thunderbirds demand respect. They protect the pure, clean, and truthful, while striking down the arrogant or impure. In Lakota spirituality, the Thunderbird thus embodies strength, moral order, and the renewal of life. Great Lakes. Ojibwe, Anishinaabe, and other Algonquian-speaking tribes likewise revere the Thunderbird as a mighty supernatural bird. In Ojibwe myth, the Thunderbird was created by Nanabojo, the Great Hare, to fight the underwater monsters and protect people from evil spirits. It lives in the sky realm and controls the weather, bringing rain and storms in spring, then migrating south in winter. Algonquin legends emphasize that Thunderbirds are essentially benevolent. As one Algonquian source notes, Anamiki, Thunderbirds, rarely bother humans and were treated with reverence. At the same time, they enforce cosmic balance. In Algonquian cosmology, the Thunderbird rules the upper world, while a horned water serpent, Mishepaju, rules the underworld. The Thunderbird's lightning bolts are said to be weapons hurled at those evil water creatures. Overall, Ojibwe and Algonquian traditions depict Thunderbirds as sacred sky spirits who guard people and punish moral transgressions, for instance, rewarding the virtuous and punishing humans who broke moral rules. On the northwest coast, Haida, Tlingit, Kwakwakawaku, Coast Salish, etc., the Thunderbird is one of the most powerful supernatural beings. Many coastal clans even bear a Thunderbird as a clan crest. Here, Thunderbird legends say these great birds dwell in high mountains or at sea, emerging to create storms. People describe it as wielding storms. They are usually said to bring storms and rain. Their wing beats issue thunder, and they shoot lightning from their eyes. Northwest stories often involve a great battle between Thunderbird and the whale, or an underwater monster. This battle explains earthquakes and tsunamis in local lore. Thunderbird figures commonly appear on totem poles and house posts as symbols of protection. For example, Kwakwakawaku families of the Thunderbird clan carve a Thunderbird crest on their poles. In short, Pacific Northwest tribes see the Thunderbird as a sky guardian of immense power, controlling the rains and protecting people from the forces of the deep. Many other tribes feature similar stormbirds. The Menominee, Wisconsin, tell of Thunderbirds living on a floating sky mountain, controlling rain and hail while combating horned water serpents. Some Plains and Great Lakes tribes also honor Thunderbirds in myth and ritual. Even southeastern groups like the Cherokee had winged bird deities in their myths, though often combined with other figures. In general, wherever it appears, the Thunderbird plays a similar role, a powerful sky being who brings storms and justice. Each nation's stories and names differ, but most agree the Thunderbird is a protector and enforcer of the natural order and must be treated with great respect. The Thunderbird is not a recent invention. Archaeologists and ethnographers find Thunderbird imagery thousands of years old. Sites spanning the last 4,000 years show Thunderbird motifs on rock art, hides, pebbles, pottery, and figurines. For instance, petroglyphs in a Wisconsin rock shelter near Twin Bluffs include Thunderbird figures and date back as early as 250 BCE. In the upper Great Lakes, dozens of broken pottery shards, 600 to 1600 CE, made by ancestral Ojibwe peoples have been found with a Thunderbird's outstretched wing paired with a serpent's head, clearly used in ceremonial placation of spirits. In native thought, the Thunderbird embodies nature's power, wisdom, and moral balance. Its thunder and lightning are literally the soundtrack of spring storms. Tribes say the Thunderbird commands storm clouds that bring rain for renewal. Its very wings cause thunder, and its eyes flash lightning, energizing the earth. In many traditions, the Thunderbird migrates with the seasons. For example, Ojibwe lore holds the Thunderbirds take their storms south in the autumn and return in the spring. Thus, the Thunderbird is closely tied to the life-giving water cycle and the return of spring fertility. Thunderbird imagery also carries a spiritual message of protection and justice. The Sioux regard Thunderbirds as guardians of truth who intervene against dishonesty. As one Sioux elder says, Thunderbirds exist to protect the pure, clean, and truthful from destructive, dishonorable forces. In Ojibwe lore, they are the enforcers of cosmic order. They battle and drive off evil water spirits and punish humans who broke moral rules. In the Menominee vision, Thunderbird fights horned snakes to keep the world safe. In short, across cultures, the Thunderbird often embodies strength, justice, and the protection of good people. Its role in ceremony and art underscores this meaning. Many tribes renew their bond with Thunderbird in sacred rituals. For example, Lakota people hold springtime ceremonies at the first thunder of the season, bringing prayers and gifts to celebrate that the thunder and lightning have returned to awaken on life for the coming year. Through these rites, the Thunderbird's presence ensures harmony between sky and earth. In some traditions, the Thunderbirds even communicate guidance through dreamers or shamans. Altogether, the Thunderbird is not just a weather spirit, but a cosmic force upholding the balance of nature and society. Thunderbird motifs are ubiquitous in native art. On the Pacific Northwest coast, Thunderbird figures top many totem poles and house posts. For example, a carved Thunderbird crest, often with outstretched wings and stylized beak, can be seen on a Kwakwaka'wakw totem pole below. These poles serve as public monuments of family identity and legends. Some clans are even named the Thunderbird clan, and place a Thunderbird symbol on their poles. Beyond totems, Thunderbirds appear in diverse media. Among Great Lakes tribes, stylized Thunderbirds appear in birchbark paintings, quillwork, and beadwork. In the 20th century, Anishinaabe artists like Norval Copper Thunderbird Morisseau and Roy Thomas painted vivid Thunderbird imagery. As one scholar notes, because Thunderbirds were viewed as protectors, Thunderbirds were displayed in designs available to the public, appearing on paintings, bags, pouches, jewelry, tattoos, and more. Tradition also survives in modern crafts. For example, Santo Domingo Pueblo jewelers of the 1930s created a distinctive Thunderbird jewelry inlay style. Thunderbirds also appear carved or painted in the Southwest. Pueblo potters and carvers sometimes use the Thunderbird or horned water serpent, Kachina designs. Today, many tribes incorporate the Thunderbird symbol in cultural revival and logos. Overall, Thunderbird art spans totem poles, sculpture, pottery, beadwork, textiles, and contemporary works, always recognizable by the bird's wings and lightning features. The Thunderbird shares similarities with legendary storm birds around the world. Garuda, Hindu. In Indian myth, Garuda is a gigantic bird god, Vishnu's mount, who battles serpents, the Nagas. Garuda is described as having wings so large they darken the sky, and flapping wings that can cause hurricanes. Like Thunderbird, Garuda fights snake-like foes. In myth, he attacks snake-like Nagas, and can even wear them as ornaments. Both are ultimate sky warriors opposing chthonic serpents. Roc, Arabic Persian. The roc is a colossal bird of Arabian and Persian tales, e.g. Sinbad. It is said to be so enormous it can carry away elephants and whales. While the roc is not explicitly a stormbringer, it is similarly depicted as a mighty, almost supernatural bird of prey, akin to how some native stories describe thunderbirds capturing whales with their talons. Quetzalcoatl, Mesoamerican. The Aztec and Toltec feathered serpent deity Quetzalcoatl is a different type of sky being. Quetzalcoatl is literally a feathered serpent, a god of wind and rain. In art, he often appears as a snake with quetzal feathers. While not a bird, Quetzalcoatl's association with storms and the sky, as the wind god Ahecatl, parallels Thunderbird motifs of thunder and rain. Across cultures, then, the idea of a giant supernatural bird linked to storm and sky appears again and again. These parallels, Garuda's snake fights, the rock's size, Quetzalcoatl's feathered body show that the Thunderbird fits into a wider human pattern of personifying storms as powerful birds. The Thunderbird remains a potent symbol in contemporary culture. Many sports teams, schools, and organizations have adopted the name or imagery of the Thunderbird to evoke strength and heritage. For example, the Seattle Thunderbirds, Major Junior Hockey, and the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds, varsity teams, use the name. Similarly, Southern Utah University's teams are the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbird motif even appears in military insignia, example the Canadian Forces Military Police Cap badge, and public logos, continuing its role as a protector symbol. Comics and vehicles. Marvel Comics introduced a mutant hero named Thunderbird in 1975, and Ford Motor Company's classic 1950s car was named the Thunderbird. Both uses draw on the idea of power and style conveyed by the myth. Television and games. The 1960s science fiction series Thunderbirds, by Jerry Anderson, borrowed the name, though in an unrelated context. In gaming and animation, the electric-type Pokémon Zapdos was explicitly based on Thunderbird legends. It lives in thunderstorms and its Pokédex entries mimic the myth, thunderstorm bird that causes lightning. Other media. Thunderbird appears in various songs, books, and cultural references. For example, there are novels and children's books retelling Thunderbird tales, and the Thunderbird has inspired names of bands and brands. Even software uses the name, Mozilla's email client Thunderbird, as a nod to the mythic bird's ubiquity. Overall, the Thunderbird's image of a storm-bringing bird of strength has permeated literature, sports, music, and media worldwide, a testament to its lasting impact. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.